Pelvic floor breathing is a very useful way to help restore the normal pressure mechanics that occur when breathing and going about your day. This is going to be particularly useful if you are having issues with maintaining tension in your pelvic floor and if you're dealing with any sort of extreme tension in your buttocks or your hips or your back. And so this is how you're going to do it. You're going to try to find a sitting surface that allows you to have your hips and knees be at about 90 degrees. I'm sitting on this low stool, this is all I got, but we're looking at a 90-degree angle. The sitting surface is also going to be relatively important. If you can, get a physio ball, which is going to be, say, a large rubber ball the size of, it's pretty much a large ball that you can sit on. And the reason being is that when you are sitting on, say, something like a physio ball, you are actually going to be able to apply pressure to your pelvic floor, which is going to be between your anus and your urethra. So you are able to actually put pressure on your pelvic floor and your sit bones rather than rounding on your glutes. If you don't have access to, say, a ball, try to find a surface that has a little bit of give to it, maybe a firm surface with a little bit of a cushion. And when you sit, you are going to rock onto your sit bones so you're not placing pressure on your buttocks. Now, once you're here, you're going to be looking at having whatever object or area that you're sitting on have an upwards pressure up into your pelvic floor. And so I want you to visualize this. This is going to be your diaphragm. This is going to be your pelvic floor. And when we inhale, our diaphragm will descend, but then it's also important for our pelvic floor to descend, which is why we have that feedback mechanism of the surface that we're sitting on. So again, it's going to be, if we breathe in, the diaphragm descends, our pelvic floor will descend into that surface. When we exhale, our diaphragm is going to ascend and your pelvic floor is always going to be ascending as well. And so to make it so that you are not hyperventilating, you are going to be focusing on a 4-second inhale, 4-second exhale with an emphasis on breathing in. And as you breathe in, everything goes down. You're going to push into the surface that you're sitting on. And then when you breathe out, diaphragm ascends, pelvic floor will lift. And what that's going to do, it's going to allow you to restore that normal pressure rhythm, which is going to be crucial, especially when you're developing a lot of tension in your hips, your pelvic floor, or your butt, or your back. I usually recommend, say, 2 to 3 minutes, just so that you can be aware of, again, as you inhale, everything descends, and then as you exhale, everything ascends.